miners who worked the final shifts at 3 East Durham collieries before they were closed are to star in their own documentary. 15 workers from the Blackhall, Hordern and Easington pits feature in the film called The Last Men Standing. Well, ahead of its release next year, they were invited to a special screening, and Jim Scott went along too.
That's my solidarity. I'll walk naked to that pit for my job back.
It tells the story of the men who turned the lights out as their collieries were shut.
Coal, Horn, Easington, there's none of them like they used to be.
Last Men Standing explores how communities were devastated without a replacement for the hundreds of jobs lost.
Here we are, that's us.
Our movie.
But there's no acting. Instead, this film features 15 of the miners, including Steve, Walter and Alec, who were the last to clock off.
It was terrible. Everybody was apprehensive. People was looking for work. There was no work whatsoever on the East Coast. All the houses were getting put up for sale. People were leaving in the droves, looking for work, which left us with a really aged community that eroded what we had. So we ended up with nothing.
These stories need to be told. The curtain's coming down on now, the way we used to live in the collieries and that. And with the collieries closing and there's less and less miners and that, and it's a drama that's coming towards an end. I always used to say I'd go back to the pits tomorrow.
Over the 75 minutes, the film features the high points of the camaraderie, but also remembers the more than 400 people who lost their lives in the pits.
Bobby Fricker, I'll never forget that. Never think of that lad every night. Every night. I have a picture hanging up of him.
This is a special screening. The film won't actually be released, though, until 2025.
I just wondered how many of these voices and these stories are now being lost. People dying from industrial disease, the life expectancy of a miner isn't great. And as each year goes by, the stories and the experiences and the cultural impact and everything's being lost with it. So I thought, let's launch a project that captures it visually.
In the meantime, Last Men Standing will be shown at film festivals right across the world.
It's films like this, that showcases just what it is and where we live and why we feel like that. And the rest of the world needs to know. We must teach our children the merits of history so that this never happens again.
Jim Scott, BBC Look North, East Durham.